For over 2 centuries, one name has echoed through conspiracy theories, financial history, and political power. The Rothschilds, a family so wealthy, so deeply woven into the foundations of Europe, that kings, emperors, and governments once relied on them more than their own treasuries. This is the story of how one banking dynasty shaped wars, built empires, and quietly influenced the modern financial world. A story of secrecy, ambition, and money moving like shadows. Our story begins in the late 1700s in Frankfurt's Jewish ghetto, where a coin dealer named Mayer Amschel Rothschild discovered a secret most men never learn. The real power is not in gold, but in lending gold. Mayer trained his 5 sons in the art of finance. Then he sent each one to a major European capital: London, Paris, Vienna, Naples, Frankfurt. 5 brothers, 5 financial capitals. One mission: control the flow of money in Europe. As Napoleon's wars swept across Europe, governments needed one thing desperately: money. But traditional banks collapsed. Gold reserves ran empty. The Rothschilds stepped in. With a private courier network faster than any government messenger, they moved cash, gold, and information across borders with incredible speed. A government didn't fall when its army lost. It fell when the Rothschilds stopped funding it. They became the bankers of kings and the shadow lenders of war. Some historians say no major European war in the 19th century was fought without Rothschild money somewhere in the background. One of the most dramatic stories, half history, half legend, centers on the Battle of Waterloo. Nathan Rothschild allegedly received news of Napoleon's defeat a full day before the British government. According to the story, he used this information to manipulate the London stock market, buying government bonds when everyone else panicked, then becoming one of the wealthiest men in Europe overnight. Modern historians debate this tale, but one thing isn't debated. Nathan Rothschild DID became the most powerful banker in Britain and possibly the world. By the mid-1800s, the Rothschilds weren't just bankers. They were architects of Europe's economy. They financed railroads in France and Austria, mining operations in Spain, the Suez Canal, early global bond markets, diplomatic loans between rival nations. The family became so essential to the European economy that newspapers called them the Money Kings, and governments whispered, if the Rothschilds refuse you a loan, prepare for collapse. With great power came great suspicion. Caricatures, rumors, and conspiracies exploded across Europe. Some claims were true. They were unbelievably rich. They influenced governments. They operated a private international intelligence network. Other claims were exaggerated. Their secrecy fueled imagination. Their success attracted envy, and their Jewish identity made them targets of anti-Semitic propaganda. But beneath myths and exaggerations lies a simple truth. The Rothschilds mastered the one force more powerful than armies: money. They understood wars end, borders shift, but debt lives forever. By the 20th century, new financial giants emerged. American banks, central banks, Wall Street, and multinational corporations. The Rothschild empire didn't disappear. It simply became quieter, more private, more diversified. Today, the family still owns investment firms, wineries, energy companies, and banks, but nowhere near the dominance they held in the 1800s. Still, every time someone mentions old money power, one name rises again from the shadows: Rothschild. They didn't rule nations. They didn't command armies. But with strategy, secrecy, and financial brilliance, they shaped the world in ways that still echo today. This has been The Dark Money History of the Rothschilds, how one family bankrolled Europe's wars. If you want more deep dive history documentaries like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, which powerful family or empire should we cover next?